Hey there, my friend. Welcome back to Listen and Learn, your space for growth, for language, and for reflection. How are you doing today? Are you listening while commuting, walking, relaxing at home, or maybe while studying or cooking? Wherever you are, I'm really glad you've joined me, and I mean that. Because the fact that you pressed play today, it means you're investing something very valuable. And what is that, exactly? Your time. That's what we're talking about in this episode. Time, the irreplaceable currency. Let's be, people don't treat time like a treasure. We checked the clock, we rushed through the day, we waste hours scrolling, and then suddenly, the day is gone. But here's the truth. Time is the one thing you can never get back. You can lose money and earn it again. You can miss opportunities and create new ones. But when time is gone, it's gone for good. As the saying goes, time and tide wait for no man. So let me ask you, how are you spending your time? Are you using it wisely? Or is it slipping through your fingers like sand? You see, time is not just minutes and hours. It's your energy, your attention, your focus. Every second you spend is a piece of your life you're giving away. And that's why we call time a currency. Because just like money, you can spend it well or waste it. Now don't get me wrong. This is not about being busy all the time. This is about being intentional. It's about knowing the value of your hours and using them in a way that moves your life forward. How do we do that? Let's start with something simple: time management. And no, I'm not just talking about planners and calendars. I'm talking about awareness, understanding where your time goes, and choosing where you want it to go instead. Because if you don't manage your time will start managing you. One way to begin is by dividing your day into blocks. Ask yourself, what time will I use for learning? What time is for working? When will I rest, move my body, reflect, or connect with others? And here's a powerful reminder. Don't prioritize your schedule. Schedule your priorities. Put the most important things first. Even 30 minutes a day of focused learning can change your future. Even 10 minutes of planning can save you hours of confusion. And that includes your English learning too. A lot of learners say, I don't have time to study. But the truth is you do. You have 10 minutes while waiting. You have 15 minutes during a walk. You have time. You just need to choose how to use it. Because how you spend your time is how you spend your life. Let me ask you this. Have you ever reached the end of a day and wondered, what did I even do today? We've all been there. Time flies. And before we know it, we're left with regret, not results. So how do we change that? By respecting time. By treating every hour as an opportunity. By reminding ourselves that the clock is always ticking, not to pressure us, but to push us to live more fully. Remember the phrase, lost time is never found again. That's not just a proverb, that's a reality. You can't rewind, but you can reset. So take back control. Wake up with purpose. Plan your day the night before. Turn off distractions. Protect your focus like it's gold, because it is. And remember, discipline is the key. Discipline is what turns good intentions into great results. You might not feel like studying. You might feel tired or bored. But the moment you show up anyway, that's when the magic happens. That's when you stop wasting time and start investing it. You see, people who grow, succeed, learn, and live fully, they're not luckier. They just use time better. They treat every moment as precious. They understand that 1 hour of focused effort is worth more than 5 hours of distraction, and they know this. The way we spend our days is the way we spend our lives. Now let's talk about something practical. It's one thing to know that time is valuable, it's another to actually use it well. So how can we manage our time in a way that supports our goals, our health, our learning, and our peace of mind? Here's a powerful truth to begin with. You don't need more time. You need better focus. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. What makes the difference is how we use them. Here's a simple way to think about it. Imagine your day as a jar, and you have big rocks, important tasks, small pebbles, routine tasks, and sand, distractions. If you fill the jar with sand first, there's no space for the big rocks. But if you place the big rocks in first, then the pebbles, and finally, the sand, it all fits. That's how your day works too. Start with your big rocks. What really matters today? What task, what moment, what focus will make your day meaningful? Then fill in the rest. So, let's say you want to improve your English. Make it a big rock. Don't leave it for later when you're tired or distracted. Put it early in your day, even just 15 to 20 minutes of focused listening, speaking, or writing. Because, remember, a stitch in time saves 9. Doing a little today can save you from a lot of stress tomorrow. And here's another important thing. Learn to say no. Not everything deserves your time. Not every message, every distraction, every demand is urgent. Time is like money. You need to budget it. If you don't plan how you spend it, others will spend it for you. And that leads to burnout, exhaustion, frustration. You feel like you're always busy, but never actually moving forward. So take back your time, create boundaries, decide your priorities, and most importantly, protect your learning time, even if it's just one small habit a day. Listening to a podcast while walking, reading one article in English, repeating one new word and using it in a sentence, watching a short video and shadowing the phrases. These are not small things. These are investments, and over time, they compound. Just like money saved each day becomes wealth, time invested daily becomes mastery. You've probably heard the saying, time is money, but in truth, time is more than money. Because you can always make more money, but you can never make more time, and that's why wasting time is not just a bad habit, it's a loss of opportunity. Let's reflect for a moment. How do you usually spend your time when no one is watching? Scrolling endlessly, sitting in silence with your thoughts, practicing a new skill, helping someone, creating something. Because that's where your real life is happening, not just in your plans, but in your patterns. As another proverb goes, beware the barrenness of a busy life. Just because you're doing a lot doesn't mean you're moving forward. It's not about how fast you're going. It's about whether you're heading in the right direction and the compass. That's your time. Now think about this. What would happen if you started treating time like gold? Would you still spend hours on things that don't help you grow? Would you give your best hours to things that don't matter 5 years from now? Or would you begin to live with intention, with clarity, with gratitude? Because, let me tell you something, discipline creates freedom. It sounds like the opposite, but it's true. When you control your time, you control your life. You feel calmer, stronger, more focused. You know when to work, when to rest, when to play, and when to grow. And that balance, that's success. Because success is not a destination, it's how you spend your time every day. You don't become successful suddenly. You become successful slowly by using your time well, again and again and again, and in that process, you don't just learn skills, you build character, you build confidence, you build your future. Let's pause and really think about this. How are you spending the hours of your life? Not just today, but in general. Are your days filled with purpose or just with noise? Because the truth is, we don't find time, we make time. And how we spend our time says everything about what we value. As the old saying goes, show me your calendar, and I'll show you your priorities. If we say learning is important, but we never make time for it, is it really important? If we say health matters, but we never move our body, are we living what we say? If we say we want to grow, but we're stuck in the same cycle, something needs to change, and often it begins with time. You see, time is not just minutes ticking on a clock. Time is life in motion, and once it passes, it doesn't come back. That's why there's another powerful phrase I want you to remember. Kill time and it will bury you. It's strong but real. When we waste our time mindlessly, we're not just wasting a day, we're giving away part of our story. So let me ask you something personal now. What is one thing you've always wanted to do, but you keep saying, I don't have time? Is it learning a language, writing something, starting a small project, getting in shape, calling someone you love? Ask yourself, if not now, then when? Because there will never be a perfect moment. There will always be work, always be noise, always be distraction, but time will keep ticking, no matter what you do. So how about you choose now, not tomorrow? Not someday, now. Even if you start small, even if it feels slow, even if no one sees your progress yet, do it for you. Do it because time is precious. Do it because your life matters. Let's bring in a few English time-related idioms and phrases so you can learn while you reflect. Repeat after me. Time flies, meaning time passes quickly, especially when you're not paying attention. In the nick of time, meaning just at the last possible moment. Better late than never, meaning just better to do something late than to never do it at all. Beat the clock, meaning to finish something before the deadline. Time heals all wounds, meaning emotional pain gets better with time. And here's one more for you. Make time, not excuses, because at the end of the day, it's not about having time, it's about choosing it. So, let's practice a few speaking lines together. Repeat after me slowly, with belief. I respect my time and use it with purpose. Again, I respect my time and use it with purpose. Each moment is a chance to grow, learn, and become better. Say it again. Each moment is a chance to grow, learn, and become better. Time is my most valuable asset. I choose to invest it wisely. One more time. Time is my most valuable asset. I choose to invest it wisely. Feel that. That's power. That's clarity. That's discipline. Because when you start managing your time starts transforming you. So, let's take a breath together. Inhale, hold it for a moment, and gently exhale. Good. You've just spent the last few minutes investing in yourself, not wasting time, but using it. And I want you to recognize how powerful that is, because most people are too distracted, too busy, too scattered to stop and reflect. But you did. And that tells me something about you. You care about your time, You care about your growth. You care about your future. And that's everything. Let me remind you. Time is the most valuable thing you own. Not your phone, not your bank account, not even your knowledge, because all of that can change. But time once spent, is gone forever. That's why I called it the irreplaceable currency. You can't borrow it. You can't store it. You can't only use it or lose it. So let today be your reminder. Use your time with intention, guard it with discipline, and give it only to the things that bring life, purpose, and progress. Don't wait for the right time. There is power in now. Start that habit. Learn that language. Read that book. Call that person. Take that step. Because, as one wise person said, you will never find time for anything. If you want time, you must make it. Now, before we end, I want to ask you something. How do you spend your time? What is one small thing you can change starting today? What are you going to make time for this week, this month, this year? Let me know in the comments. I would truly love to hear from you. Let's grow together. Let's hold each other accountable. And finally, repeat this one last phrase with me. My time is valuable and I will use it wisely. One more time. My time is valuable and I will use it wisely, because how you spend your time is how you spend your life. Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you for sharing your time with me. And thank you for choosing growth. This is Listen and Learn, your place for purpose, practice, and progress. Until next time, use your time well, speak with intention, and never forget, every second counts. Talk to you soon, my friend. Take care.